Hey guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I am going to be working with the neon bundle from the Glitter Grind. This is, let me see if I can handle all of them at once. This is such a gorgeous color palette. The colors are absolutely stunning and I cannot wait to work with them all. Now there are 7 colors. So I wanted to use the biggest tumbler that I have, which is my 35-ounce skinny, and you can find this on my website. I am having a sale on them right now, so definitely go check that out. It is rainy, it is windy, it is a very crappy day here today, so I am not going to go outside and spray paint. I'm going to use acrylic paints. I'm also going to do that little trick where I use my paint as my adhesive so we can knock this out quicker, because this is going to be a bit of a time-consuming tumbler. Now, I don't want to say this was like an original design because I'm sure somebody out there has done it, so I don't want to call this original, but I thought of it while I was laying in bed the other night. That's where a lot of my designs come from. I'm laying in bed, I'm trying to sleep, and like my brain won't shut off, and I'm like, ooh, this would look cool on a tumbler. So my last video, I talked about how I love V-split tumblers, and I do, I absolutely love them. So I want to do multiple V's. I'm not sure if it's going to be completely perfect, but we will give it a shot. I have not practiced because that's who I am as a person. I don't practice these things. I just like go for it. So I have it in my head. Let's see if it's actually going to work. So I've got my 35-ounce tumbler, my 80 grit sanding block. I'm going to start by prepping this. So I'm going to sand it really good and then wipe it down with 91% rubbing alcohol. Okay, so now I have this painter's tape that I got probably from Family Dollar, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to make my first V. I am definitely going to need my cup cradle for this. So my first V is going to be pretty small. Like so. And I will make sure to show you guys all of the colors before I put them on the tumbler. And of course, you know, if you decide to do this method, you can do in any order that you want. I'm just kind of going the normal, like, there's no red, but like the reddish to the pink, like in the normal rainbow color. So I have some white apple barrel acrylic paint that I am going to use as my base and as my adhesive, and I'm using a super light hand with a super soft brush, and that's what's going to help give me a smoother coat. So this is Lotus. This is the first one. It's kind of like a orangey-ish pink, but it's like the closest thing to red that's in this palette. And I'm just going to put it over what I just did. Now I might have to go back through and put an extra coat of glitter over everything. If so, I'll let you know. But I'm going to immediately remove this tape while the paint is wet. Whoops. Alright, so I need to clean up that paint, but there's the first V. Alright, and now I'm pretty much just going to repeat this process. I'm going to create another V here. Get this laid back down. I'm going to create another V right under it. I'm going to keep this up until I get V's all the way down. Now this might be kind of hard because I want to make sure that my points of my V line up and it is even on both sides. So like I said, it's going to be pretty time consuming, but I think it's going to be worth it. So I'm going to fast forward all this because it's going to take forever for y'all to sit here and just watch. But I will make sure to stop right before I use each glitter and show you what the color name is. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now, what I have left with the space, I am going to use the last two colors, which this one is Cupid's Kiss and this one is Too Hot to Handle. I'm going to make a glittered ombre and then maybe even add some cheetah spots to it. I'm going to paint the stainless steel neon purple from Pop of Color Paints, and I do have a discount code for them. It is CC8. You have to spend, I believe it's $36 or more to get $8 off. So neon purple, Pop of Color Paints for the rest of this, and then I am going to be using that paint as my adhesive to do an ombre with the last two colors. Okay, so y'all get the concept. It does look really good. I love how this ombre turned out. So what I'm going to do is give it a few minutes for this section to dry. I'm sure the rest of it's dry. Give it a few minutes, about like 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'm going to go outside and try to fight this wind. And I'm going to seal it really good with 2 times Rust-Oleum Clear. And then I'm going to come back in and go through every single section again with Mod Podge. I'm going to put a second coat of glitter over all of it with Mod Podge, and then I will come back to show y'all what I'm going to do next. Alright, so now that I put some more glitter on, you can see it is much more vibrant, looks awesome. So I'm going to use this ombre section here and add some cheetah spots. But instead of doing just your normal brown and black cheetah spots, I'm going to use the glitter that are on the V. So I'm not going to use the pink and the purple glitter here. I've got every other color from the neon bundle, and that's going to be the inside of my cheetah spots, and then I will be using carbon, also from the glitter grind, for the outside of my cheetah spots. Now this is an angled brush from Pop of Colored Paints, and I have my white apple barrel acrylic paint here again, and I am just going to start by very messy like adding those insides of the cheetah spots. You don't want to make like perfect circles, which I know whenever you like think about it too hard, it's kind of hard not to, but just dab it on really messy. And now I'm just coming in with all of the other colors that I have here, and just random, like I'm going to do a green one here. I'll do another green one right here. Probably shouldn't have added all of the paint at once, but it's okay. I'll do another green one here. And I'm just adding on all of my glitters. So now that I have the inside of the spots, now it's time to do the outside of the spots. So like I said, this is carbon from the glitter grind. I'm going to come in with Mod Podge for the black instead, because I feel like black up against the colors that it's going on, it's not going to need much help with coverage. So this is a much smaller paintbrush, and I'm just taking the paintbrush and very lightly going around the spots. I'm not making a full outline, I'm leaving some gaps. And this is what is going to be the outer part of the cheetah spot. So I'm trying to keep it as thin as I can because I don't like when the outline is too thick. So that's why it's going to take me a bit of time. I'm only going to do a couple at a time. And then come in with the black glitter. Cover it. There we go. And now I'm going to do all of it until all of the spots have some sort of outline. I am absolutely loving this. So now I've sealed everything again, just the entire tumbler, paying a special attention to the new little cheetah spots I've added. I'm going to add 2 coats of epoxy, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Alright guys, so there are 2 coats of epoxy on here since we last left off, and even though it looks phenomenal in my opinion, as it is, I do want to add some vinyl lines here. Now if it doesn't look good, then I will take them off, but we'll see. So I'm using black vinyl from my website, Courtney'sCustomsCo.com. I was going to use white, but then I figured the black would go well with the cheetah spots. So I cut them with my Cameo into 0.1 inches wide and 11 inches long. A lot of them, of course, are going to be too long, but they can be trimmed. And I am just exactly like I would if I was doing a normal V-split tumbler. I am just lining the colors. There we go. And I'm going to come back and trim the V's later. But I wanted to make these as thin as I possibly could, because I just feel like it would look better if they were super thin. Okay, so I love it with the stripes. I feel like it just makes the whole tumbler pop more. So now I am going to add 2 coats of epoxy, come back and show y'all the finished result. You guys, I am literally so obsessed with this. Oh my gosh. I wish I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I could call this an original design, but I can't, because I don't know if somebody else has made this or not. I really don't. And the last thing I need is for somebody to be like, girl, you stole my design, that is not yours. So I can't call it an original design, but I love this so, so much. Make sure to go to the Glitter Grind. I'm going to have my link for them down in the description. Check out their neon bundle. That's what I used for this. And oh my gosh, I want to keep it so bad. I want to keep it so bad, but I'm not going to. Y'all, if I put another tumbler in my cabinet, have you ever seen those commercials where it's like the woman opens the cabinet and all of her Tupperware falls out on her? That's what's going to happen if I put another tumbler in my cabinet. Before I go, like always, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day, and today's quote is, "Be positive, be true, be kind." That was said by Roy T. Bennett. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you love this as much as I do. I am so excited about it. I literally FaceTimed my mom before I started filming, and I was like, Mom, I have something to show you. That's how excited I was about it. Let me know what y'all think, and like always, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!